It is December 2nd, and my favorite 3 bets in the NBA are on the way. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Now, let's recap yesterday in the NBA, December 1st. And because on this channel, we always preach transparency. And while we love to celebrate the good days, great days, bringing out the broom and whatnot, we got to talk about the bad ones. And yesterday was arguably the worst one we could have had. Now, we were 1-5 on a hole. Isaac Okoro, our only win of the day, under 15.5 PRAs, landed on 15 on the dot. So if you took him at 14.5, you lost that one, which is unfortunate. I'm not going to be someone that will come up here and just make excuses, but I do want to talk about the plays because I feel like every single one of them you could classify that as an absolute bad beat. And we'll start with our best bet of the day, Joel Embiid, over 22.5 points. Now he shoots 3 for 17. I loved his game logs versus Celtics. I take the bet again because the shot attempts were there. All he has to do is make, 8 of 17, even under 50%, which is normally his career average, but he still, of course, goes 3 for 17. It's a make or miss league, and he missed all of his shots. He built a brick house out there. Now, Christian Wood's overs, we didn't deserve that one, and we basically got to buy one, get one free because he gets injured in the first quarter. He's their whole defense, their rim protection. Well, he's out. Now the Thunder are able to score points, and of course, the Thunder go over their team total just barely by 110 points, hitting a layup in the last 10 seconds to do that. Now, the funniest one, or most aggravating one, probably the Magic team total under 99.5 points, and this one just was comical. And I posted this tweet on Twitter. I'll put it up right now. In the first quarter, Magic shot 6 for 22, 27% from the field, scored 15 points. The rest of the game, they shot over 64% from the field. Now, on the whole game, they shot 6 for 27 from 3, 22.2%. And if you take away all their three-pointer attempts, they shot over 70% from non-threes. Like, that's ridiculous. That's something that won't happen more than, 2 to 3 times all year. And we just got hit on the bad end of it. The Nuggets just said, we're fine. We don't need to play any defense. Then our last loss, Will Barton, over in rebounds plus assists. He had like 6 or 7 at the half, and then he doesn't get 1 or 2 with the rest of the game. It's just a funny day, and so we can't let our losses define us. We're going to just hunker down, dive back in, dig in a little bit deeper. We're going to keep being confident in what we're betting on. So make sure you're always confident in what you guys are placing on your sportsbook accounts. And yesterday still had some positives. Now we had our first ever live stream. So thank you guys all for coming out to the live stream. We had over like 130 plus viewers. We're going to be doing a live stream every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be sponsored by Dimers. Now, if you want to use our exclusive sportsbook link down below, we have actually some cool links to different sportsbooks around the world. The coolest sportsbook sign-up bonus I've seen is Caesars. Right now, they're giving you, if you bet $100 with them, you get a free NBA jersey. So click that first link in the description so you can check that out. Also, our Thursday Night Football Best Bets video for the Saints and the Cowboys is live. We have a player prop spread and same-game parlay in that one. But without further ado, and the weekly podcast was posted, but without further ado, let's waste no more time. Let's get into it. And it's Thursday. We only have 5 games on the slate, so not a great slate. This is normal for a Thursday. We're not going to force too many bets. I'm my favorite 3 coming your way. And we don't have a best bet today because truthfully, we deserve to retire that program after what happened to Joel Embiid yesterday. We're going to start with Cade Cunningham. I'm going to take us under 15.5 points. Now, Cade Cunningham, the former number 1 pick in this year's NBA draft. And, he's been pretty solid this year. We've taken some overs, cash with him, taken a couple overs and not cash with him. But still, as a whole, he's averaging 13.8 points per game. So lower than this line. So now we got to think about it. Why is this line at 15.5? Now, Cunningham has been better of late, but as a whole this season, he has cashed this under 9 of 16 games, 56% of the time. But he's actually gone under in 5 of his last 6 games. Now, today, he takes on the Phoenix Suns, who are actually the hottest team in the NBA. I know the Houston Rockets are right behind him, but they actually have the 2 longest winning streaks in the Western Conference. But still, Cade, he's going to get the Mikal Bridges treatment. And Mikal Bridges is one of the best, if not the best, perimeter defender in the NBA. And that's who he's going to get on him tonight. Now, you saw what Mikal Bridges did to Stephen Curry, limiting him to 4 of 21 shooting. I believe his worst ever shooting performance with 20 shot attempts. And I think you'll see a little bit of Cade Cunningham getting the welcome to the NBA treatment tonight. When Cade has been hitting this over, what he's been needing to do is volume. In 5 of the games that he's gone over in 7 of them. He's needed 16 plus shot attempts, something that he hasn't really been taking that much, especially with Killian Hayes back. And so you got Jeremy Grant. So we're going to fade Cade tonight, take his under 15.5 points, and I really don't think he's going to get up there. Sharper books also have this at minus 149, so you're getting minus 115 on DraftKings. Sign me up. I'll ride with Mikal Bridges to clamp him up. Now, let's move on to my next play of the day. I know Thomas, who's always in our comments, commenting 55 times. Anthony Simons, under 18.5 points, minus 110. He's already got his comments going. I have 100 Mikal Bridges rookie cards, blah, blah. I understand. Anthony Simons has been pretty good this year, but today he will be starting in place of Damian Lillard. Will be out for, I believe, the next 7 to 10 days. And I understand why this line is high. Now, you look at Simons. Simons, he's been a great sixth man of the year so far this year. I mean, besides Tyler Hero, he's probably been second on that list because he's been really good. He's averaging 12.5 points per game off the bench, and he's been their spark plug, and he's honestly hit this over off the bench several times. And so you think of it, well, no Damian Lillard, he goes to the starting lineup. Well, he should easily cruise past this line if he was already hitting it off the bench. And that's why I think these books are wrong. And we're going to be trying to, see if we can strike him while this line's a little bit too high. Now, Anthony, I believe, is so successful because he's coming off on this and then playing against second units in the NBA. And no offense to the guys coming off the bench, because I've come off the bench in my life, but still, those people are normally worse than the starters, and that probably shows. You see him leading that second unit, being able to shoot a lot more shots, and not having as much defense focus, the best defenders on him. Well, now he'll be in the starting lineup with CJ McCollum, and he'll be having a lot more defensive attention than he ever has had this season. Now, DeJounte Murray, they're playing the Spurs, will likely guard CJ McCollum, but Derek White, still a very good, above-average defender in the NBA, will probably be guarding Anthony Simons. And then Simons, you look at his last 15 games without Damian Lillard, he's gone under in all 15, a perfect 15 for 15. Maybe that's a jinx, under 18.5 points. And now I wanted to consider, some of those games he doesn't play a ton of minutes. He only plays like 15 to 25. So I consider every single game he's played over 30 plus minutes. And he's gone under in 6 straight games that he's played 30 plus minutes and 9 of 11 overall. Now, maybe he does it the first game he ever got over 30 plus minutes. I think he played 48, dropped like 37 points. But that was towards the end of the season. Not much you can do about that one. But I'll take Simons. I'll take his under 18.5 points. Thomas has just finished his 45th comment by the end of this kind of spiel, but I'll take it instead of going with. And so now we move on to, instead of going with an over under or spread, because there's so many teams on a bye, I'm going to go with a value play in this one, and we're going to ride with Julius Randle, under 1.5 three-pointers made, plus 118 value on FanDuel. This is plus 110 on basically every other book as well. Now, I've expressed my grievances with Randle as a Knicks fan. I've expressed, and I've said, this guy just fires up way too many threes, and if there were like just spot-up threes, fine, but there are a lot of contested, fade-away, stupid shots, and Randle, either one, he's watched the videos and he's really taken my comments to heart, and that feels a little bit unlikely, or two, one of his teammates or coaches told him, yo, you got to stop. And he has stopped. And now Randle is on the whole this season. He's averaging 5.4 threes attempted per game, shooting 32.5% from the three-point line, way down from his career high that he shot last year, 41.1%. And maybe this 32.5 is really what he normally shoots in that 41.1, with just him in a contract year securing the bag. And now you look at it over the past couple games, he's decided, I don't need to shoot this many threes, and he's attempted just two three-pointers the last 3 games. So really, you would have to knock down almost 100% of those shots if he's still going to only attempt 2 to 3 attempts per game. And taking it back even further, Randle's gone under in 5 games, and in all 5 of those, he's really not attempted a ton. I think 3 or less, and 4 of them, he attempted 5 threes in one of them, but he only made 1 of them. And so that's always what could happen. Now, taking it back even further, you look at Randle, he really has not had a ton of success from the three-point line all season. And if you look at him, they're taking on a very good team in the Chicago Bulls. Now, these 2 teams, lucky for us, they've already played twice this season. Randle went 1 for 2 from 3 in one game, 0 for 2 from 3 in the other one. And Chicago currently gives up the 9th fewest three-pointers made per game in the NBA. So pretty good matchup, the Knicks versus Bulls, 2 pretty good defensive teams. The Bulls been pretty good. And as a whole versus the Bulls, he's gone under this line in 6 of his last 8 games as a New York Knick. Now, judging by the comments in the press conference a couple days ago, which I'll paraphrase right here, Julius Randle basically said that a ref told him that, hey, we're not giving you calls because you don't get affected by contact as much as other guys because you're stronger than them. Well, either one or two things is going to happen today. Either one, the refs are going to give him every single call, so he might as well drive to the rim if just a simple tap on his shoulder is going to give him a call. Or number 2, they're going to give him no calls, and then he's going to get even more angry, and it'll just lead to him spiraling out of control and not making any shots tonight. So either way, I think the proof's in the pudding. I'll take Randle under 1.5 three-pointers plus 118 value. I think it's a great plus value play, and you can do whatever you want with it. Tail any of these plays if you want, fade if you want. I appreciate you guys for always tuning into the videos. Now, those are my 3 plays of the day. Normally, I'd have a spread or over-under, but I have no interest in playing the Bucks spread and then seeing Giannis be ruled out because they're on a back-to-back. Several teams on back-to-backs. Hit the Grizzlies, who are so up and down nature of a team. I just didn't want to force a spread pick or an over-under today because I really don't know what to expect with a lot of these teams on buys or on the back-to-backs or just with a lot of injury concerns. So those would be my 3 favorite plays of the day. Let me know your best bet down below. Click that like button too. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been Austin from Calling Our Shot. Check out the 2 videos on the screen, the podcast and Thursday Night Football Best Bets. We appreciate you guys. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys again Friday. We'll have another parlay tomorrow because we need to get back after it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.